Lauren, congratulations. How does it feel to have signed a new deal as the head coach of Bristol City Women?
I'm really pleased, and it's a big moment because the club really invested in me, gave me a chance to be a manager when I hadn't done it before, and hopefully I've proved over the last couple of years that it was the right thing to do. And I'm really, really pleased that I've been able to put the foundations in place and return us to the WSL.
And how do you look back on those first 2 seasons in charge?
Yeah, really fondly. It's been a great journey. I've really enjoyed the 2 seasons and all the changes that we've had in between, where we started with very little players on a contract, and I think it was just me and Dan Smith, maybe a couple of others, and how we've changed from on the pitch and off the pitch, and developed into this really professional side with ambition. I think that's been part of the excitement for me, as well as obviously the games and the wins and the clean sheets. Those have been huge moments, but actually developing the club and the team into what it is now has been probably my most enjoyable part.
Talking of huge moments, last season's promotion back to the Barclays Women's Super League is an obvious highlight of your time here at Bristol City. Looking back, what did that mean to you and the squad?
That was huge. I think the journey to get to that point was so big that day is really hard to remember. It's probably been the only time where I've been really nervous before a game and everything just felt a bit strange, that we could have done it there at home in front of that incredible fan base in that one stand, and I thought, it's a little bit too perfect, which gave me the nerves. But then as soon as we started playing, I think that's probably one of my favourite performances as well.
And what other moments stand out to you over your tenure so far?
It's really hard to think of really key ones. I think Brooke returning to the pitch last year is a huge one. And strangely, the Coventry United last minute winner, I think that was a huge moment for the group of players that we've got and how far they've come. And it was just quite fun to have a bit of, all that drama in one moment, really. And then you look back to probably the first year, and I think where we didn't know where we stood in the championship and we won probably 3 or 4 games in a row, I think that was where we started to believe in what we could do, and that was a key momentum change in terms of everything that we do. So I have to look back to that first year and go, that's probably where we knew, we've got something special here. So that's kind of rolled into last season and then finally promotion as well.
And as you've already touched upon, you have overseen quite a lot of change in the last few years. How pleasing is it to see the direction that the club's heading in?
Yeah, I think I keep saying it to staff that we've recruited, and how things are changing is that we've been looking to get to the WSL for 3 years. That was the plan, and that everybody sees the on-pitch stuff, but the off-pitch stuff is probably more important, to make sure that we get those things right so that players are supported, that they can perform and do what they do best. And I really believe that we've got strong staffing here at the HPC is huge, and those are the big changes. We've come here, we're full-time here, they're big moments for us, and I think the next bit is what else do we need to do to make sure that we are doing ourselves justice and making sure that we move with the game. It's moving so fast that we can't stand still.
On a personal note, your coaching journey began in 2010 with a role here in the academy. After more than 9 years across 2 spells in the Southwest, does Bristol City really feel like home?
Yeah, it does. And that was one of the reasons I wanted to come back. After I left the first time, I just felt that something was missing, and I did find it when I came back, and I really enjoy it. I love being around the club. The support of Gavin is absolutely huge. And yeah, I just feel like walking in here every day is normal. And I love doing it. So it's still, I think when I left the first time, I said something about it not feeling like work, doing what you do every day and you're loving it. And that absolutely is the same, and it happens every day.
A month and a half now to go until the start of the new season. What are you setting your sights on ahead of Bristol City's return to the top flight?
We're still recruiting on a last couple of positions, so we're still building the squad to some extent. But the message across everyone is making sure that we are prepared to start with, but ambitious in what we do, and that's been the theme of the last few years as well. Is making sure that we're not put in a box and put to the side. We will make sure that we step into the WSL, not like where we were before, but as a new team, rebranded almost. And I think we've got a young and ambitious squad to really try some different things and make a mark.